Tonight on Hip on the Spot News, we prepare to say goodbye to ST DCS. We check with Edie on what to expect with the next update. The Chinook development continues with new functionality. And someone is making a Huey upgraded cockpit mod. This and more on How I Play. This video is sponsored by Pimax. Get their new crystal light with our discount code. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to talk about the latest news in DCS world. And we are back. After an amazing time at Bias 2024, we return to provide all the latest news in the world of military flight sim aviation with DCS World and other titles, sharing the joy of flight in a virtual environment and not only. And what a wonderful experience we had together with fans of our show, Natasha, and very talented teams that provided an amazing parade in the real skies. With Romanians F-16s at low level, the Polish MiG-15s circuit runs, and the German Eurofighter showing off in all its splendor. There was something for everyone, from fixed wings to helicopters, park aircraft, all you expect from an air show. It was truly amazing, and we will definitely come back in the following years. The hosts were very generous, offering our channel a spot in the press section with a great view of the entire show. And yes, How I Play was represented by me, Natasha, and of course our viewers that were present out there, with who we managed to chat and give them some exclusive goodies, courtesy of Petrovich sharing his own stash of t-shirts. Now I know that some of you didn't manage to find us, but don't worry, we will have plenty of new events all across the world in the following years. But now that we are back, let's check out what we missed. And lucky for us that nothing crazy happened during our 2 weeks of traveling, things are going along well, and we did get an interesting piece of news last week. It seems that in the next update for DCS World, Edie will be dropping the single-threaded version of DCS to focus on the multi-threaded version alone. Now, what does that mean? Well, they will basically terminate the older single-threaded version of DCS.
You mean it's funeral time?
Well, kind of.
I must go get my black suit. I can't wait for funeral, dinner, party time.
Oh boy. Alright, so after the next update, if everything goes good, when you will access DCS, it will be a multi-threaded version only, getting you the improved performance and stability when using DCS. Now, should you be worried if you have a more older system? I think this is a valid question. Best advice is to check out right now if using the empty version located in the DCS empty folder or by selecting multi-thread on Steam causes any issues for your system. If it does, do not worry, as Edie has made significant multi-threading progress since its release, improving performance and stability substantially. So hopefully, when you get this update, could be now, could be later this week, or as we like to say here, in the future, you will not encounter any issues and can continue to run DCS, if not the same, but even better than before. But of course, no doubt there will be some cases out there that require support. And that's why I strongly encourage you to gather your data if experiencing any crashes, issues, or weird bugs, and report it back to Edie on their support thread. We will do the same here, so I linked the support page in the video description. So alright, multi-threading is here to stay, and this doesn't come as a surprise. But what I wonder is if we will see the multiplayer environment finally getting empty on the server side. And so we did what we do best and asked Edie about it. And we got some answers from Big Newy. So for the time being, the server will remain in single thread. It is important that the client side is operating in empty. He also mentioned that they are currently working on some FPS issues and optimization. And as we know from back in the day when they started the empty development, not all systems will see improvements. The challenge is there are so many systems out there, different hardware, different settings, mods and scripts, and it's difficult to pinpoint some performance issues specific to some users. Edie mentioned that with all their achievements on the empty side, the benefits will be clear for multiplayer servers, as multi-threading will enable the use of modern multi-core processors by distributing workloads more efficiently across CPU cores. It's all part of the constant focus to improve our performance in DCS world, and I sure am excited to see the empty benefits for servers as well as DCS itself. Moving on, as we've seen the first implementation of the CH47F, we now expect ample new updates to bring more functionality, and of course check out what ED is cooking for the Chinook. They did a development report for the module, and we learned that soon we will be receiving the first-person pilot models. As they say, these models are being crafted to ensure every aspect of the pilot's appearance reflects real-world standards. The flight suits, helmets, and accessories such as body armor and communication gear have all been modeled. This will be a great improvement for those of you who are flying in virtual reality. These new models will be fully integrated into the cockpit and animated to correspond with crew actions, control operations, interactions with instruments, and more. Meanwhile, they are adding new elements and functionality to LCT, or better said, the longitudinal cyclic trim, the automated advanced flight control system, the digital airspeed hold, the differential collective pitch, as well as adding new display pages and associated functions, new aircraft skins, more advanced sling functions with improvements to the cargo system, and a new crew-served weapons, plus much more. So yeah, out of all the elements that they are working on, the trim system is the number one in my book. But what do you think? Leave your comments down below. In other news, something a bit more different, the talented Masun92 is working on an update to the Huey. Yes, you heard me right, the Huey. As a well-known 3D artist that already caught the eyes of the community and even ED, his assets pack being included in the core DCS experience, he has now a Huey project that will focus on updating the module's graphical aspects with new 3D models and textures. Currently, he has partially modeled the Huey's cockpit, and he managed to run some tests in the simulator with a new cockpit added to the old model, and it looks quite promising. For now, the goal is a completely free mod for the community that updates the cockpit with the new 3D models, textures, and animations. There will be no new functionalities. He wants to find a way to include it as a mod that doesn't break the integrity check. For those who have installed the mod, the helicopter will function as usual, but with a significant enhanced level in detail in the cockpit. For the moment, both the exterior models and the interior cargo area of the helicopters will remain as they are currently, as improvements to these parts will cost a lot of time for the free project. Well, an interesting choice by the talented Masun92. I linked his forum post on this subject in the video description, and those of you who are interested can check it out and even reach out if you can help. And that's it for today. It's good to be back. Thank you all for watching, thank you for your support, and big thank yous to our very generous Patreon members that continue to support us. We are preparing more goodies for you as we speak. As always, remember to check our sponsor VR Rock for your VR blue light protection and prescription lenses, Fox3 Managed Solutions for the best DCS servers out there, delanclip for your wireless head tracking experience, Moza Racing with their amazing technology, Trustmaster with their high-quality products, and Pimax for the most quality VR headsets that the market can offer. And subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.